Hey guys, welcome back to the Try Wisdom channel on YouTube. If you're joining me from my blog at alifeoflearningdot.wordpress.com, welcome back. Most of you probably are because that's where I advertise most of my things. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that probably interests many of the millennials out there and Generation Z population as well, because I just realized that I am Generation Z. I thought I was this whole time a millennial, but apparently millennials end at 1994, and people born after 1994 are Generation Z folks. So I'm a Generation Z, but I relate to millennials quite a bit. Anyways, the topic I want to talk about today is singleness, and I want to talk about it from the perspective of a single woman not being desperate to be in a relationship. Okay, so first of all, I really want to eliminate the idea that's going around, that's infecting a bunch of people our age, that says that singleness is a disease. I just want to remind you, or even educate you guys on the fact that singleness is actually a gift. Marriage is a gift, singleness is a gift. But I think a lot of us view singleness as a prison. Therefore, marriage is kind of the cop out of getting out of that prison. But then when you marry for the purpose of not being lonely, then you find yourself settling, because you're jumping in a relationship before you've done your due diligence, before you've really calculated whether this person is going to help you fulfill your purpose or is going to bring you down. Remember, you're on mission. You are actually created first and foremost to be like Christ and love God wholeheartedly, because he first chose you before he even laid the foundations of the earth. First of all, there's a reason why you exist on this earth. And there's a higher calling for you. There's a walk that you walk, and there's a journey. So I like to view singleness as a passport, not a prison, because it's a beautiful time and journey where you get to really understand who you are, fall in love with who you are, maybe even take yourself on dates, get to know what your qualities are, get to know where your weaknesses are, get to know where you need to improve, get to know what God has blessed you with, and just count your blessings and develop yourself for the better. And then when you find that you are a whole person, I think that's the best time to really be prepared for marriage, because you're not relying on someone else to fulfill your needs, but you only seek fulfillment from God. So the godly woman needs to avoid settling. If it's not kingdom, if it's not part of your mission, then flee, because it's only going to bring you havoc. It's not going to prosper you or push you towards your calling and push you towards growing your faith. You need a man who is in kingdom, and you also need to be in kingdom when you find him. And that's the best kind of relationship out there, at least in my opinion. Non-desperate people understand their worth and their value. If you are someone who is desperate and you're settling, then you lack knowledge of your power, your purpose, your value, and your worth. When you don't know your value, your preference could be making you settle. When you're single, you're in a prison, and then you're settling. And then any Tom, Dick, and Harry who comes up is going to be your savior. Like, if he shows interest in you, he's going to save you from your prison, which is taking you into the next step of marriage, which is a ordained covenant, something that God really looks highly upon, and you should take seriously. But if you're viewing your time as a single person, as a single woman, as a prison, then you're just going to set yourself up for failure for who you marry, because the first person actually who shows interest in you, or any kind of dude that just walks up and was like, hey mama, you're cute, you're gonna fall head over heels over him. You're not gonna even have proper judgment. You're just gonna fall down and marry him, and it's gonna be chaos for you. It's gonna be you settling, and you're not really getting the person that you deserve, the king, the man that you deserve. So find yourself getting busy. Find yourself really finding purpose in who you are and fulfilling what you were called to do, and then you can find fulfillment in that. And then you won't be so concerned about who you're meant to marry and who you're meant to be with, because your mind and your heart is focused on serving God. I truly believe that people who love themselves and love God and are desiring a relationship will actually get a relationship in God's timing. Like, it's about patience and waiting on the Lord, because it will come. Like, he's not waking up saying, oh shoot, I forgot to answer that person's prayer. Like, it's coming. He hears the desires of your heart. He's just looking for your development. He's looking for the timing that best suits you, because he's up for your success. He's not there to watch you fall down and he's not there to watch you not succeed in life. So I'm so excited for what God has for the women coming up, that fear God and are working on themselves and serving the Lord, and, you know, desire to be married, because there is a kingdom man out there for you. It just takes faith, and it takes really getting to know yourself first, and just, you know, celebrating who you are and who you were created to be, and God's journey for you. And those things will come. I want to thank you guys for listening on my little ramble here about singleness and relationships and not being desperate about jumping into a relationship and just getting to know yourself. I really hope you guys stay blessed and just have an amazing start of September. And I love you guys. Mwah. Mwah.